You see, I hit that like button on the way in. You say, hey, Willie, the 801 Salt Lake City, Utah, back in the mother for 30 minutes of 5. Be watching 23.6 in your 9. The 202 is checking in for the news. 5 say light number 3 in this bitch. That's what some say the Bronx, New York is in this bitch. Say, well, popping past it like it 30 minutes of 5. That's what we finna try to do out here in these streets. Say, made it. Say, I made it. Columbus, Ohio. The 203 is checking in before work. Well, I appreciate that right there. Remember, do not get your first verbal warning. Hide. Do not get, what is... What's the word that I'm looking for? Do not get found. I can't think of the big word. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Latricia. Shout out to Latricia for being a member for 4 months. Hey, Pastor, the 414 is checking in for that 5. Appreciate that right there. Say, hey, Sugar, 012 Savannah is in the building. I appreciate that right there. Say, hey, Willie, happy Juneteenth. Oh, yeah. Today is the actual federal day off, I think. Today is the actual federal day off, but yesterday it was a celebration of the Juneteenth thing out here in the street. The 727 Clearwater, Florida. You say I'm hiding in the supply closet trying not to catch that first verbal one. I'm trying to tell you, you got to be careful. Damn it, we need our jobs. Don't let nobody try to downplay you working and all that blah shit right there to act like you don't need a place to get your money from. I'm trying to tell you. They broke people out here who will try to hurt you. Don't even worry about it. The 229 Albany, Georgia's in the building. Say Daytona, Ohio is checking in. Pastor say the 641 by way of the 202 is here for that good noon news. It's slapping the like on the way in. Y'all, we gotta get the like buttons up. That's what we is trying to do. We gotta reach. Damn it, we gotta reach our goal out here in the street, man. How y'all doing? Let me slow me down real quick. Hope everyone has had a wonderful weekend. Today is Monday, June 20th, 2022. I am Willie Williams. This is the Willie Williams Show. This is the Midday News Show. Appreciate y'all for joining me. Say, damn, June 19th. Say, I'm ready for the 4th of July. I'm trying to tell you something. Get the 4th around here. The 4th fall on, I think, a Tuesday or something, because the 2nd is on the Sunday. The 4th is on the Monday, which makes a great day for it to fall on, because it falls on a Monday and it gives y'all the 3-day holiday, the 3-day weekend that us workers really do love out here. The 575 pimpin' is here. I appreciate you being around here. You know what I'm saying? Daytona, Dayton, Ohio. I don't know. That my lips doing something. Jacksonville, Florida is checking in for this midday news out here in the street. Remember, subscribe to everything that you see. If you're new around here, just go ahead on and tell somebody about the play. I'm not really gonna hold y'all long. Juneteenth is the day. Well, I know what it is, but sometimes we may be wording things wrong, and I just want to make sure that I get it correct. Hold on. Juneteenth. Yada. Yeah. Monday today is the public holiday date. This the public holiday date. This means that it's a federal holiday, and you're supposed to get paid for it. But I think that they're supposed to be going back to court to get people actually paid for the federal holiday, because all companies don't have to pay you because it's a holiday. I don't know if the companies get like a kickback for paying for holidays or something like that right now. Maybe not. And if they choose to start to pay y'all on Juneteenth, hell, that's another one. Just a day off for the things that your ancestors had done been through of not ever having a day off out here in these streets. You know what I'm saying? Juneteenth is a federal holiday in the great United States of America commemorating, big word, out here in the street, the emancipation, big word, I'm trying to tell you, of enslaved African Americans. Juneteenth marks the anniversary of the announcement of General Order Number 3 by Union Army General Gordon Granger on June 19th, 1865, proclaiming the freedom for enslaved people in Texas. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what the Juneteenth thing was. See, let me just ask a question. Do y'all really care? Say this not a holiday. No. It's a federal holiday now. It is federal. It's a real thing. You know what I'm saying? Do we really care like that? I just got to be honest, cause I don't perceive we play too much, y'all. I just got to say it, like, we play too much, and hell, if you don't really care about it, should people be mad if you don't care about it? Say, no, I need reparations out here. That's what's up. That's what I say, yeah and no. Say, it still isn't enough for me. All right, perfect. Say, I really don't, sugar. I'm trying to tell you, like, do it make you a bad person when you just say, you know what, I don't care about that shit? Like, me personally, I don't care about no holidays. None whatsoever. I just go along to get along and shit like that right there because I'm in the media, so damn it, it's entertainment for me. I can care less about any one of your holidays. I don't celebrate none of this shit. You know what I'm saying? But people celebrate it. So, hey, that's what's up. Get your celebration on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really don't care like that. Just say, hey, Willie, how was your Father's Day? When was Father's Day? Sunday? It was Sunday. Because I don't celebrate holidays, birthdays. Like, I cut that out about 10, 15 years ago, 20 something. There's something years ago out here in these streets. But a lot of people care about it. So, hey, we have to think of the ones who do.
This is weekend to celebrate the end of slavery in the United States.
So I saw this video. I saw multiple videos, which is good, I guess, to commemorate the things that the people before you who really went through some shit had to go through. You know what I'm saying?
But a few, well, they're taking a closer look back.
Say Christmas eggs and Easter trees. Pagan, that's what's up.
Back at history through service. News 11's Ty Hawkins was in North St. Louis with one of those groups.
North St. Louis.
The Coalition of Black Trade Unionists held its third annual Juneteenth celebration in North St. Louis on Saturday morning. The organization says it's important to recognize the history of the day that is now recognized as a national holiday.
Power! People! Power! United States community, you say power! Community! Power! Community! Power!
A historic day was recognized.
I just want to say thank you to all the people who put the Juneteenth events on. I got to say that first. I'm gonna throw that out. Shout out to the people who have been fighting for the Juneteenth to be a holiday. Shout out to the people who've been fighting the good fight forever and forever. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people will say, hey, damn the celebration, and we don't need the celebration. But will you tell that to other groups of people that celebrate their holidays? You know what I'm saying? The things that they had to fight for, and a lot of their ancestors went through, and that's why they have holidays and special days and stuff like that right now. So, since we won't tell other motherfuckers that forget about that right there, you shouldn't be celebrating. This shit don't mean nothing to this. I won't do it to dog you folk. Nah, get your celebration on now. You know what I'm saying? Do you? I really ain't tripping. But that's why I still say, but do we really care? And I don't think the masses care. Like, I really don't. And I don't think that the youngins really care. The majority of the youngins don't even know what Juneteenth was. Hell, the majority of the old of us didn't know what Juneteenth was until people went to talking about it, and because they made it a holiday. Can we just be honest? Can we just be honest that the majority of us had no idea what Juneteenth meant or was? Shout out to Dana Dane for being a member for 4 months out here in the screen. Say, hey, Sugar, say we've been celebrating Juneteenth here in Denver since the 90s. Oh, and let me say this. Shout out to all the people who have been celebrating Juneteenth forever and forever. There are some people in different states who have basically always celebrated Juneteenth. You know, the ones who really know the history and all that stuff. The people who kept up with it, you know, to keep the pass the word down to the kids and to educate the kids and all that fly stuff right there. Because we do need our history. We do need to teach our children the history like everybody else. People say, well, just let that slavery shit go. No. You tell them people to let that shit go. You tell everybody else to let that shit there go. And then maybe we'll think about it, and then our answer will still be, hell no. Say Texas been celebrating. Laugh out loud, I'm trying to tell you.
In North St. Louis, Saturday morning.
Thank you all for coming out.
This is our third annual Juneteenth Day of Action. And basically what we chose to do was do a community service type activity. And that community service, same as last year, is to clean up Dr. Martin Luther King Drive.
Say, I honestly didn't know. So yeah, that's true for me. Yeah, come on. Y'all listen, we don't know everything. We don't know everything, but a lot of times we try to be in front of people and act like we know everything. We got to stop, y'all. I don't, why? Especially if you're over 40, half dead. Why you still lying to people? If you don't know some shit, you don't know some shit. If you don't know words, you don't know words. If you don't know the whole complete history, you just don't know. And I'm going to tell you like this. Watch this. I'm going to tell you like this. The ones who know the history don't know the whole complete history. See how I just help you? I just solved your I don't want to tell the truth problem. With some of the greatest speakers and speech writers of history don't know the entire history. Come on now, because none of us was there. I'm just saying, so when the shit that we don't know, can we just say, I don't know, and move right along? Now listen, I'm listening to this video, but this is one thing that always throws me off. Watch this.
Martin Luther King Drive.
Coalition of Black.
Same as last year, is to clean up Dr. Martin Luther King Drive.
It's to clean, the same thing last year is to clean up Martin Luther King, the Dr. Martin Luther King Avenue or Drive, the street and shit like that. And damn near every state that you go in, wherever there's a Martin Luther King, it has to be the worst communities where there's a Martin Luther King Drive, street, whatever. And I've been to a whole bunch of them. You know what I'm saying? The problem that I would say, that if these streets are supposed to be for us, why are they dirty anyway?
Coalition of Black Trade Unionist President Emeritus Lou Moy was also joined by Vice President Dominique Melvin.
Today we're going to be cleaning up sections of Dr. Martin Luther King from Grand.
We're going to clean up sections of Martin Luther King. The biggest problem is we're going to do it today. Then again, we know, hell, if we wanted to really stand out, and we know Juneteenth is coming, and we know that we're going to do this event and stuff like that right there, we should have cleaned up Martin Luther King at least a month ahead of time, so we ain't got to do it on Juneteenth Day.
Down to hold a mud.
And many others.
So that we can continue to take pride in our communities, especially one of the most.
So we can continue to take pride in our communities. Let me explain something to you. You can clean that shit up on that day all you want to. It does not show that we take pride in the community. Can we be honest with what we're saying, y'all?
Neglected areas of the city. So, and that's important.
On a daily.
I like the initiative. I like that people is out there cleaning it up, because it should be clean. And first of all, it should not be dirty. Period, point blank. It should not be dirty. The neighborhood that you live in should not be dirty. We walk past this trash in our communities and we don't pick up shit. We ain't, I didn't do it, so I ain't got to clean it up. That's the mentality.
It changed history for slaves in Galveston, Texas in 1865.
Tells the story that we still are not, we still don't have the equality that we should have.
Let me say something to old school right there. We'd never have equality. I don't believe, me personally, I don't think that there's a such thing as equality. As equality for all. Nope, I would never believe that shit. And if we don't ever get it in my lifetime, fine with me, because I don't believe it. So it don't bother me. You know what I'm saying? But old school, you way older than me. You still have this belief thing, which is fine. You can do you. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? That's what you believe. But we got to start to understand, I'm not equal to my brother. So how the hell can we have equality for all? I'm trying to help y'all, because a lot of y'all do be wasting your time. You be wasting your time and your whole lives. Worry about some shit that ain't gonna never be. Well, Willie, how can you say never? Because neither one of us is equal. None of us equal. None of us. And until they change us into robots or some shit, then maybe we can be equal if we all robots. Because we can be programmed with the same shit. We speak the same, walk the same, look the same. You know what I'm saying? Our inner system is exactly the same and would never... I don't know, go ahead.
And so this is a continuation. By having these events, it shows that we're continuing and fighting for justice and equality.
I understand you're fighting for justice. I get that part. That equality shit is just not going to happen. It just ain't going to happen.
Senator Cori Bush was there in support, along with St. Louis Mayor Tashara Jones.
Definitely see sisters in leadership and all levels of leadership, which is not really heard of in politics.
What do you mean sisters in leadership is not really heard of? That ain't true. That ain't true. Look at all the judges and the district attorneys and all that shit that is dark-hued sisters. Hell, go to Atlanta. I'm trying to tell you something. All across the country, police chiefs and there's dark-hued sisters that's high up in politics all across this country. This ain't some new shit, you know. This been going on for a good little minute. It's just a lot of us, we really don't look at the politics. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I'm just...
And I feel like we need more of that.
Mayor Jones...
Yep. We might need some more of that.
Says remembering the significance of what happened June 19th as a community, it's the type of positive movement St. Louis City needs.
It means that everybody is in, and that we realize that our prosperity has to be shared, and it's going to require all of us at the table in order to make our city move forward. So my door is open for anybody who wants to work with me to make sure that we lift these communities and help them thrive.
In North St. Louis, Ty Hawkins.
What's up? If you want to lift your communities, let me also help. If you really want to lift your communities, we have to lift parenting. We have to lift the parenting expectation. I think I don't know if that's really like the word that I want to use. Shit, we got to have two parents. That's why don't we just start doing that? No more single parents. I know it'll never happen, but I'm just throwing something out. You know, just throw something out to you people. Hell, moving right along, I'm not even much going, oh, you let me go ahead on to get that. I kind of got a little, you know, touchy fit. I don't pretend to care. Listen, we got to get the likes up over 500. We need the likes up over 500. I need y'all support. That's what we do. I should play my little video, but I ain't going to even play my commercial today because it's Monday and we got to step things up. Hold on. Monday, we just coming off the holiday. Well, hey, we're coming off the holiday. We're coming off the weekends. And we got to get back in the groove. A lot of people, like, we don't like Mondays. And I understand. I hate Mondays. Or is it that this is what I used to do on Mondays? I kind of like Mondays now. You know what I'm saying? Mondays is a little bit different now. It feels different, but to come off of having a day off is a lot of stress for a lot of people. Damn it, it's stress shot if you ain't got to go get in traffic and all that dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, jeez. I done missed so many things. Shout out to Veronica for the $20 cash app. I appreciate that right there. Look. Let me go ahead on the move y'all right longer. I done talk your head off just a little bit too long. Y'all, let's get the lights up. We need to be over 500. Appreciate that right there. Well, there has been a jury heist. The hell going on out here in these streets? Y'all, look. Watch them.
Like a swarm, a band of robbers stormed into this Island, New Jersey jewelry store. The employees were immediately overwhelmed by the rush of thieves wearing all black clothing.
I hear it, 8 people, they covered their faces, 2 cars, Mercedes, and there is no number on it.
No license plates, no nothing.
No license, no nothing. They say they came from New York.
With armed robbers on the loose, many here still don't want to show their faces.
Do y'all understand that it's 8 of them? 8 of them came on up in there to do a job.
In the surveillance video from 7:45 Friday evening, we can count 8 robbers running into this store called Verani Gold and Diamonds. That's a lot of manpower for one heist. And police think there could be even more suspects we can't see. The getaway drivers.
I think in my personal opinion, too many people really can mess up the job. Too many people can really mess the job up. Somebody gonna slip somewhere because of too many of us. You know what I'm saying?
The local store owners here told me these thieves clearly knew what they were doing.
They knew the store had a buzzer and how to get in.
There are a number of different jewelry stores all along this same stretch of road, more than a dozen. So why did the robbers select this particular store? The shop owners across the street have a theory. You see this yellow curb right here?
Yeah.
This prevents most people from stopping here in front of the jewelry store. So a getaway driver can pull up here at almost any time. And then from this location, it's just 2 blocks down this street, a left-hand turn, and you're back on the freeway out of here. Store owners say that shows planning and experience. Jewelry store workers tell us this crime definitely has them on edge and rethinking their security measures.
Thank God they didn't shot anyone.
It is frightening. We'd never have, I've been here for 30 years, since 91. Never seen something like this before.
I've been there 30 years. 30 years in business. I ain't never seen it like that right there. Because times is changing. People don't want to work. Listen. People that really do not want these goddamn jobs, I think since the C-19 thing had done popped off, it really made people like, I ain't got to go out there on them folk job. And I used to work for $7, $8 an hour. I ain't going out there for $10 an hour. That ain't enough money. I ain't going out there for $12 an hour. That ain't enough money. I ain't going out there for $15 an hour. That ain't enough money. But as soon as your ass make it around to the resort, yeah, work for 30 cents a day, bitch. Trying to tell you something. What is it now? 34 cents a day? Or is it 34 cents an hour or something like that? But and you sign up for that. Y'all really do sign up for that. But I do understand, especially when like bank robberies and jewelry robberies. Well, I'm really not fascinated with like the jewelry robberies. I like the bank robberies because it's cash. See, when you got to rob somebody and then you got to go sell some shit that you robbed, I don't like that business plan right there. I don't like the business plan because I feel like you should get you some money and then you going on about your goddamn business. You ain't got to talk to no other, like the third person or fourth person part of the project. That means too many people are part of the business plan. And I don't like it. But remember, businesses, please have your insurance paid up. Keep your insurance paid up. Keep your family insurance paid up, especially if it's family owned. And keep like the best cameras, the best surveillance cameras so we can zoom in and see like tattoos on their necks and faces and wrists and arms and all that fly shit so we can help y'all. help us and help y'all find the people who y'all looking for. You know what I'm saying? Moving right along, ain't even much gonna hold you. Be careful out here. That man, I keep trying to tell y'all, the streets gotta eat. I really don't be knowing how else to tell y'all. The streets gotta eat out here. And damn it, I saw some. Y'all know. Oh, all right. This is a hard. Hold on. Shut up. There's always something going on in the community. There's always people that's losing their lives, and that is really what life is about. I know. A lot of people think that life is like solely about like living and all that fly stuff right there, but life is also about dying. I don't think that there is no life without death. I don't know. It's different for different people. We have different thoughts. A lot of us think different. Well, there's been an incident, a hurt mother and a hurt family. So y'all took my boy, a desperate mother, please, for justice after her son dies in the East Side shooting.
A mother is pleading for answers after her son was killed this weekend on the East Side.
Please help me get justice for my son. Don't let this monster get away with this.
Family identified the person as 21-year-old Toby Gaines Jr. You see him there. News4Jax reporter Aaron Farrar shows us how his loved ones are remembering him and they want justice.
I love all my kids, but my son, Jesus Christ, y'all took my boy.
Yvette Davenport with a heavy heart. Her oldest son, Toby Gaines Jr., gunned down this weekend on West 5th Street.
Shout out to Mario for the 149 super chat. I appreciate that right there.
It's the worst news ever. I want justice. Please. I'm begging. Anyone that knows anything. Someone.
To say something if
y'all see how she said that? I don't understand why she's doing it like that.
West 5th Street.
It's the worst news ever. I want justice. Please. I'm begging.
Please, I'm begging. Is she being sarcastic? I don't know. Could somebody tell me?
Anyone that knows anything. Someone.
To say something if they know.
I think because she knows someone that know about the situation. Just in my mind. Shout out to Lundy for the $1 cash out. They say 32 cents in Florida, but you the list of inmate pay. I have to be more careful.
Something.
It's okay, man.
Davenport and Gaines' sister, also named Yvette, sharing stories of a son and a loving brother who had dreams of becoming an astronomer one day.
He can't even grow up and be who he had potential to be.
Smart.
Energetic, helpful.
Police say they found Gaines lying right here on the side of the street, dead, or a little after 7 o'clock Saturday morning. Just a couple of feet away this morning from where he was found, you see the Crime Stopper sign. They're asking for anyone with any information to reach out with them as soon as possible. Detectives say Gaines was shot at least once.
The state that he in, we can't see him. But he didn't suffer.
It is very difficult to know that he was very handsome and someone did this to him.
I don't understand that line right there. Like I've never heard that before. So I just play that little piece back again. Y'all got to listen.
He in, we can't see him. But he didn't suffer.
It is very difficult to know that he was very handsome and someone did this to him.
That he was very handsome and someone did this to him.
And took him away from me. I'll never see my son again. I'll never be called mommy again. Never. I won't never have a grandchild from him like Yvette has one. I'm sad.
Devastated loved ones desperate for answers.
You're not going to rest knowing what you did. It was wrong.
Reporting on the East Side, I'm Aaron for...
I wonder if the family know. If the family have any idea. I don't know.
I won't never have a grandchild from him.
She said that she would never be called a mother again. And a lot of times, because we be talking, we kind of misspeak or we forget to add words in, which is understandable because it's like we hurt as a family, which I understand.
My son again. I'll never be called mommy again.
The 334 the Gun Monkey Town is in the building. Appreciate you being around here. Said she'll never be called mommy again. And it's like, okay, you kind of know that she's talking about from her son. I get it. It's just, it can be lost in translation when we don't use some other words that should have been used.
Never. I won't never have a grandchild from him like Eva has one. I'm sad.
Devastated loved ones desperate for answers.
So what did he do? I have no idea. They is kind of like not giving enough information. Because he was the only one shot.
You're not going to rest knowing what you did. It was wrong.
Reporting on the east side, I'm Aaron Farrar, Channel 4, the local station.
I don't know. I have no idea. Too many of these boys leaving Earth. There's too many things that's going on. There's too many things and friends and families that we be a part of. That's all we know a lot of times. We know what we know. Wrong place, wrong time. Wrong neighborhood, right neighborhood. Right parenting, wrong parenting. One thing that is promised. We leaving here. Please get your insurance paid up, people. Please get your insurance paid up. I'm trying to help. If you by any chance want to keep your kinfolk alive, we got to, I think, look on the map. I think we got to look on the map, do our investigation, and look where there's less crime at. Where there's less crime is less of a possibility of you dying. I think. I ain't gonna hold you. Moving right along. I hope the family get justice. I hope somebody come forward and y'all call Crime Stoppers, which is hard for y'all to call Crime Stoppers because there's no number in front of the K, which I get it. Damn it, y'all, we can't get these lights up. I'm feeling kind of down today. I don't know. Shout out to Lundy for the $1 cash out. He said my email, he said my email you the list of pay for inmates by states. Give me a minute. I'm going to look that there up because a lot of folk really need to know exactly what goes on out here. They really need to know for the things that we put our lives on the line, taking penitentiary chances, as I say out here. A lot of us take penitentiary chances because we want that paper now, which I understand that we want that money now. I get it. Who the fuck want to work and wait all week? And then a lot of people don't see that as like pimping. A lot of people don't see it as pimping because it's not labeled as pimping by the government. But you are getting pimped. You work. You work today, you got to wait till the following week to get your check. Before you get your check, you got to pay people you don't even know. You got to pay your pimps. You don't even know. You got multiple pimps. You don't even know. You can't stop them from taking your money that you work for. Not at all. But pimping is the problem. That's what's up. Moving right along, listen. We had to slow down for a minute on reporting it, and I just say, hell, I just give you 30 seconds. Here you go.
Indiana health leaders are confirming the first case of monkeypox in the Hoosier state.
Yeah, they didn't release any details about the patient because of privacy concerns, but we do know that person is in isolation, and state health experts are working to identify anyone who may have been in contact with them. Health leaders say monkeypox does not spread easily through brief contact. However, they still encourage you to take preventative steps to avoid infection. That includes washing your hands often and seeing a doctor if you have any symptoms.
That's right. Go and see a doctor if you think something wrong with you. I know. It's spreading, but listen. Still, do not be concerned. Do not be concerned. Do not worry yourself about viruses and infections that's going on out in the streets. Do not really concern yourself about these type of things right here. Because you can, because it's not STD, but you can get it through sex. According to what they had done told us. Now we just got to move on. Listen, talk about parenting. Let's talk about our teens. And in my mind, I speak out. I've spoken up a lot about teens and how I feel
Mental
like the teens is like soft as hell. I'm so sorry. This day and age, these teens is weak. Just in my mind. They have been coddled. They're so woke. They're so woke that it got them soft. We have participation trophies and shit that's been going on for too long. No one's a loser. Everyone's a winner. That mentality that has been pushed on to the youths. You can't tell them that they suck. Say, Willie, ask that. No, Dad, I'm trying to tell you something. You can't tell them the way that they is carrying themselves and the way that they is behaving and the grades in school, their ass gonna grow up to be nothing. You can't say that as a parent. And no. As a teacher. We came up back in the days to where a teacher can tell you, I got mine. I don't even much care if you get yours. That's on you. Mm-hmm. We had good teachers. Good teachers who used to be on that reefer and be on that raw. Good teachers, but it told you the truth, though. I know. Oh, y'all teachers smoke weed. Oh, y'all teachers snout cocaine. Yeah, a lot of them smoke crack and shit like that. But no. That's besides the point. You worry about the wrong thing. See, but those type of teachers, they gave you the truth. They didn't sugarcoat shit because they're trying to get high right now. You know what I'm saying? And you aggravate. You not listening, your bad. Sit your ass over there and shoot dice or something like that and do some push-ups. But you're going to learn. You going to learn. Hey, you ain't going to make it. And a whole bunch of the teachers, they knew your parents. They knew your uncles and your aunties who was out there on that shit bad. Yeah. You're going to be just like your little uncle out there. Yeah. Go ahead. He ain't graduated either. Yeah. You're going to be just like your auntie. Slinging that Morgan. Yeah. She dropped out in the 11th grade. Yeah, her. Yeah. You used to say this shit here. So you got me on the floor rolling with this shit, Willie. Listen, we just got to think it through sometime and really put thought in it. A lot of people will also say that these teens is having mental disorders. Shout out to Lori Lightfoot, Chicago. I think that they had done passed the law or something like that with the schools to where you can get 10 days off for mental health days. The fuck? Let me tell you why that's kind of like a bad idea. Because you don't get 10 days off for mental health as an adult. A lot of people will say, well, hell, the kids is different than the adults. All right, technically. But you better start raising these kids for real life shit. You don't take no days off because you have anxiety. Well, we got pills for that. We don't. A mood disorder. What is we talking about? Take a day off. Listen. If you take the day off, you still got the mood disorder, right? You take the day off, you still got anxiety, right? You take the day off, you still have all type of disorders. Your eating disorders. You still got that, even though you took the day off. We play too much. You want to fix children? Fix parenting. But shout out to all us good parents. out here who have our kids having mental breakdowns. Because a lot of us really don't explain real life opposed to what they see on the internet and the things that they hear from their peers. We don't really explain this shit to them. We don't. We got shit to do. You know what I'm saying? We got more important stuff to do. The 318 Shreveport off for June. Team say, hey, chocolate thunder down under. Well, hey, I appreciate that right there. Look. Like I say a lot of times, a lot of us, hell, the majority of us, everybody got a mental problem. Everybody have a mental problem. I know. Willie, not everybody. Everybody's okay. Listen, you can say somebody have a mental problem if they, well, for what we do in society, if people don't agree with your thought process, people look at you as crazy. See, not only are they crazy, Willie, bipolar, schizophrenic. Yeah. Watch what they say in this story, though, about your churn.
Mental health disorders in teenagers have soared in recent years, and doctors believe the COVID-19 pandemic has made things worse. 1 in 7 teenagers will experience a mental health disorder. Last year, the American Academy of Pediatrics, also the U.S. Surgeon General, declared a national emergency in children and adolescent mental health.
It's an emergency.
Doctors say struggling at a young age, though, could have more serious impacts later in life. Teenagers in the U.S. are struggling when it comes to mental health.
At one point, she told me she was having suicidal thoughts. If I die, then that pain will go away.
Yeah. I would say at one point, the person told her that they have suicidal thoughts. I think a whole bunch of people done thought about suicide. And I think a lot of people have thought about suicide even when they were not depressed or going through a little something. I think people just have thought about suicide. It might be a good idea. It might not be a good idea. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I don't want to hurt my family, and you know what I'm saying?
Nobody ever feels to see what I saw, to feel this pain.
Today, 1 in 5 suffer from at least one mental health disorder.
Do y'all understand how they would do this type of research? 1 in 7. 1 in 7 will be what?
From at least one mental health disorder. And studies show suicide rates have been increasing every year.
1 in 7 will show. Damn it, I'm jumping. Let me bag it up and get focused. My bad.
1 in 5 suffer from at least one mental health disorder.
1 in 5 at least suffers from one mental health disorder, because y'all do know it's a lot of them. It's a lot of mental health disorders. So, yeah, 1 in 5 will. I don't. It's a good study, but okay, because it's so many that falls under mental health that of course 1 in 5 will have some. But go ahead.
And studies show suicide rates have been increasing every year since 2007.
Suicide is the second leading cause of death for 10-year-olds to 34-year-olds.
And are they going to say that mental health, the suicide thing is high amongst males? Will they say that? Shout out to David for the $9 cash out. Say likes up, people. Damn, it's free. I need your help. I keep saying this. Thank you.
New research also suggests a teen's mental health can affect their heart health later on. A study that looked at more than
all our mental health can affect our heart rates later on. You know, that thing called stress is a mug. Stress is for real, for real. And like I said, oh, the mood disorder. Yeah, you don't think you as an adult have a mood disorder? Because your moods change every day. Your mood can change multiple times a day. So I think the mood disorder irregularity or some shit like that. Damn it, we all got it. What are we talking about?
20,000 subjects found adults who were more optimistic as teens were less likely to develop cardiovascular disease. So how can you recognize the signs of trouble in your teen?
I think a couple of the biggest signs that we see are when anyone starts to become really withdrawn. And
hell, yeah. Really withdrawn. You say turn off all electronics. That's a great start. Let me tell y'all something. This internet, the World Wide Web has been great, and it has not been so great. It's been great in certain aspects, and it has been very detrimental. Where I ain't even goddamn screen in so many other aspects. So many other. We have a problem with communication. I want y'all to understand. We have a problem with communication with other human beings because of being on the internet and having to type. I want y'all to really understand it. This is why it's hard for especially teens to communicate, because all y'all do know is typing. Well, not all that you know, but the majority of y'all have full conversation. Y'all typing instead of speaking. Instead of speaking to one another face to face.
They don't want to participate in things they normally were excited about.
Other possible indicators include trouble sleeping, negative thoughts or actions.
Negative thoughts or actions. I think we all have negative thoughts and we all have negative actions. So do y'all see what I mean by we all have a mental health disorder or a mental health problem? Changes in your appetite. That's trouble sleeping. Do you know how many adults who have providers anxiety have trouble sleeping? How many people work check to check have trouble sleeping? Oh, but you didn't know that these things was mental health disorders. Yup. Shout out to Roosevelt for the $5 cash out. Say everything gonna see all right. Never commit suicide. Well, we can't say. Listen. I understand. But people don't want, a lot of people, they just don't want to be on earth. A lot of people tired of this shit. And I think that people have the right to be tired. People have the right to be tired, and a whole bunch of us done went through a whole bunch of tragedies and all that fly shit right there, and we feel like, well, if I made it through, other people can make it through some other shit. We not the same, y'all. We not the same. Yeah. A change in appetite equals can't afford food. And a lot of people still don't think that they have a mental health disorder. So what's up?
Changes in appetite, anxiety, irritability, or personality changes.
Personality changes. Personality changes. Your personality. A lot of our personalities change when we are around certain people. Y'all don't understand that right there, huh? Shout out to Mario for the $5 super chat. Say, I don't have mental health because the Lord Jesus bore that and everything else in his physical body. That's what's up. That's what's up. Listen. Anxiety. A lot of us get anxious about something. We just, a lot of us don't take medication behind it.
Anxiety, irritability, or personality.
Personality changes. Again, our personalities change from when you go to work, when you come home, when you, let's say in church, when you're around your parents, when you around your baby daddy, your baby mama, when you're around your exes, when you're around the police. You know what I'm saying? Your personality can change multiple times a day. This shit fall under mental health. Shout out to Dwayne for the $2 cash out. He said getting cursed and beat all day by good moms. PTSD. See? Mental health. It all falls under mental health out here in these streets, man.
Reality changes. If you notice these issues, don't try to immediately solve them.
We go into parent mode, we go into fix it mode. We want to fix our kids no matter what's wrong with them.
Instead, listen to your child and encourage them to get professional help.
Stop. We have gotten to this day and age to where we think everything needs a counselor. We think everything needs a therapist. Everybody needs a therapist. I would say a whole lot of us need therapy, but a lot of us just need, we can change the thought of a whole bunch of people if we just start being truthful. I think we get so, life gets so convoluted and shit because we have been lied to, and we fall apart when we find out what the truth is. Everything we can cancel, everything, sometimes you got to put your big girl pants on. Yeah. It's you say the therapist need a therapist. Listening to other people's problems, you can take in people's energy and stuff like that. And they be saying that we got energy and positive energy and negative energy. You can change people's energy and stuff like that, and I guess that's why they say a lot of therapists need therapy, because you educated in something don't mean that you ain't going through shit in your life. And I'm telling you, I've been trying to say this for the longest. The reason we are the way we are is because we have been lied to. We go through life. Life is a complete lie. It's a complete 95% lie. 90% lie. The majority of your life has been a lie. Shout out to Impossible Gaming for the $1 super chat. I appreciate that right there. Shout out to Passion for the $1.99 cash out. Say being a adult is a mental disorder. I'm trying to tell you. He say, so don't fix your kids. Get your kids therapy. Watch this. Y'all really do got to listen to these people.
All them.
We go into parent mode, we go into fix it mode. We want to fix our kids no matter what's wrong with them.
Instead, listen to your child and encourage them to get professional help.
You are the professional. Or at least you're supposed to be the professional. You want them to seek out professional help. You're the parent. Why should the child seek out professional help? That's why the child is talking to you. We do a lot of depending on other damn people. Like we really do. For our everyday life. We really depend on other people. Shout out to Joseph for the $10 super chat. He said they want to steal your kids, Willie, like Kamal Harris did us Californians. Shout out to the vice principal. Then I say the vice principal. The vice president. That's what's up. Camilla. I don't want to be disrespectful. Miss Harris. That's just what I'm going to say. That's what's up. Listen.
These issues. Don't try to immediately solve them.
We go into parent mode. We go into fix it.
Don't try to immediately solve them. So you mean to tell me if your child come with an issue, daddy, why's my meat burning? Mommy, why I have fluorescent green fluid in my panties? Don't try to fix the problem immediately. Try to get them some physical help. Try to professional help.
No, we want to fix our kids no matter what's wrong with them.
Instead, listen.
There's a lot that we can fix from the children. There's a lot that we can fix in our kids. I do understand that we can't fix everything because we're not knowledgeable of everything. I get that part. But the majority of shit is a lot of common sense and life lessons, because a lot of times the things that your kids is going through or have went through, you've went through them too. A lot of times, not all the time. I'm just pointing something out.
To your child and encourage them to get professional help.
So for every problem that they're going to have that they will bring to you, so now they got to get professional help. So now they can talk to a stranger about all of their problems, and you still don't know your child. You still don't know the problems with your child because you don't know how to sit there and listen. You don't know how to sit there and encourage them to speak out and be honest about a whole bunch of things, because a lot of parents, they don't have the open door policies and shit, or a lot of parents, they claim to have the open door policy, but they really don't. Because if your child come to you, for example, if y'all is a religious household and your child come to you say, I don't believe this shit, you mad as hell. And now your child is going to shut down. Because now you mad, you snapping, you don't know the proper things to say to deal with a situation. And that's why the majority of your children will not talk to you as a parent. Because of your morals and your belief don't give you the ability to see outside of your shit. Your kids don't think like you. But you would advise for your child to go seek therapy. If you is one who cannot hear a different, let's say, the different thoughts from a child that's different than your morals, get your child therapy. Let your child talk to somebody else that's non-biased. I think that really would help your child. But not in all cases do your child need to talk to somebody out goddamn side. They really don't. A lot of things are simple.
It could spark a positive change that affects them for years to come.
And then you got to be careful of the person that you going to get therapy from, because of a lot of times that they are part of this woke crowd shit, they gonna fuck your churn up out here in these streets.
Some of the most common mental health issues in teenagers: depression, anxiety, eating disorders, personality disorders, and substance abuse.
Substance abuse. Like that right now. Because you ain't talk to them about that good. You ain't talk to them about them essential products. A lot of y'all parents still in 2022 haven't even talked about the birds and the bees. Watch this. This is why I can still point back to before I was born, you were still lying to your kids. We had to come up, they decided to come up with having sex, to explain to your child how babies get ill. We call it the birds and the bees. Why it can't be the woman and the man? A boy and a girl. A monkey and a meat. A penis and a vagina. Why just couldn't have been the truth instead of an analogy? You see mom and daddy hugging and shit like that right there, kissing and stuff like that, we be hunching. You know what I'm saying? Why don't I? We be having sex. Sex causes babies. You see how easy that was? Sex causes babies, yeah. When you put the penis in the vagina or close to the vagina, it could be sitting on the outside, but this stuff called sperm and precum that comes out of the penis may drip into the vagina. And if it gets in there and it hits one of those eggs, then a baby can form. So afraid to tell the children the truth. Shout out to Trinae for the $2 super chat. Say my kids want to be in astrophysics. Big word. I ain't any goddamn street. Yeah, that's a big one right there. Dude, damn it. I say an astrophysicist. Word. Bitch, I can read. That's what's up.
If you do need some more resources, go to newsforjax.com. If you search suicide, There are a number of resources. I did an entire week focused on teenagers and suicide, giving you resources and ways to broach that subject safely with your kids.
That's what's up. A broach. That's a new word right there. A broach. Subjects. Information and things like that right there with your kids. That's what's up. Because parents, we really do need help, because a lot of times we do not understand what we should be doing as parenting, because we weren't taught how to be parents before we became parents. This is why I say we selfish as hell when it comes to producing children and bringing children to the planet, because we don't have the proper information to raise the children. We don't have the proper information to feed the children. The information is out there. I'm not saying that it's not out there. I'm saying we don't even look it up. We don't even find out how to feed the children and things to feed the children and what's the most healthiest thing to feed the children. And we don't care. We play too much. We watch other people and we be like, hell, I will follow what they did. Yup. And they not doing it right either. Why you think our children have so many problems? Our children have so many problems because the parents, we the parents don't know how to parent. We have no idea. We just go with the flow.
Good, $5.
We go with the flow. Every day is a learning day. We take what some of our friends have done and what our friends say that they do as far as parenting. And we think this is actually how it goes. We don't even know how to properly feed the children. We don't know how to set our children up for the best life that they could possibly have. Even though, which is strange, the best life that they can have, but they're still going to die. So how could it actually be the best life if you really think it through? You know what the best life would be? Hell, if I don't die. That's the best life. That, if you're going to pray for something, pray for that. Maybe prayer will start working. Listen, we got a quick update, and then I'm going to go on to get into the main event. I do know it's Monday. I got to get y'all back in the mood because the weekend is over. We got to work around here. You know what I'm saying? We did the story about the 16-year-old who was riding through the neighborhood that he wasn't supposed to be in. They say, get out my neighborhood. Well, them folks done made it to the news. Let's see what transpired. Oh, well, one of the neighbors, one of the residents threw a brick through a Mercedes-Benz window of the 16-year-old. Here we go.
Good, $5. Seminole County Sheriff's Office arresting 2 men after a pair of teens say they were threatened and assaulted while driving through a local neighborhood.
This happened on Tuesday along Maple Glen Place in Sanford. The sheriff's office says during the encounter, one of the men threw a large stone through the car window.
It threw a stone, not a brick.
News 6's Catherine Silver is looking into this case and has the details.
This story is now getting national attention after the teen posted video of the aftermath of this confrontation on social media. He told me today that he started recording because he feared for his life.
Do y'all know so-called racist events get national news? But one of your loved ones can't get gunned down by someone who looks like you and is not national news? A brick or a stone get thrown through a vehicle by a different hue, and it's national news. And shit that's in all these communities that happens. Where the person looks like you or the same hue don't get national news. That's what's up.
Right here, buddy. Right here. Tell me what you were doing. Burning out, racing through my neighborhood.
You say he was burning out, racing through the neighborhood. I've read a lot of comments. People say that shit don't matter. People say that he wasn't raced through no damn neighborhood. He just races.
Video now going viral shows the confrontation between two teen boys and a group of neighbors in the Lake Forest subdivision.
Get out my face.
I'm not in your face.
The aftermath, seconds after 16-year-old Jermaine Jones says two men hit his car with a construction cone and threw a stone through a window. The video shows the stone resting in the back seat. This is where the cone.
Is that a gun on the back seat? Is that a water gun or something?
Stone through a window. The video.
Let me talk to your youths real quick. Is that a toy gun with a drum on it? I'm just seeing this right here. Is that a toy gun with a drum on it?
Shows the stone resting in the back seat. This is where the cone hit and the rock. The damaged Mercedes now sits in Jones's driveway.
I'm thinking the rock hit like right here and then continued into the car. Because you can see right here, like there's scratch marks.
Deputies later arrested these men.
Say burnouts can lead to destruction. You right about that.
Donald Coursey and Howard Hughes. They say Coursey threw the stone and Hughes hit one teen with the construction cone. Both are facing property damage charges, among others.
Okay.
Jones admits the confrontation happened after he was speeding through the gated neighborhood Tuesday.
Woo! He admit it happened after speeding through the neighborhood. So they was right about speeding through the neighborhood. They right about that.
On the way to visit a friend's house.
When we got in the neighborhood, we turned onto a street, and I guess the people that...
A lot of times, y'all, we just got to call shit for what it is, man. I know. We can joke about it. We can say this. We can say that. Why is the hair in his face, and why didn't his mama tell him, boy, if you don't pull that hair out your face so people can see you? A lot of people will say, well, damn, people got a problem with the dreads. Pull the shits back so we can see. Boy, you was on television. Boy, and then people be like, it's something wrong with dog you people. He's sitting right next to his mama. I know you saw a man sitting next to him too. In my mind, I don't think that that's his daddy. I'm not sure.
I lived on that street. They didn't like the way I turned the corner.
They didn't like the way I turned the corner. Let me bag it up just a smidget. I don't think that this is daddy because I don't think the daddy said anything. Well, he didn't say anything. Shout out to London for the $1 cash out. Say, Willie, it's a Nerf gun. My nephews had the same one. Let me talk to y'all. Stop buying y'all children. Stop buying these youngins these goddamn guns, y'all. I know. It's for fun and shit. We grew up with them and all that fly shit right there. All right.
In the neighborhood, we turned onto a street. And I guess the people that lived on that street, they didn't like the way I turned the corner.
The sheriff's office says this surveillance video from a neighbor's home is now part of the investigation. It appears to show Jones peeling out with a passenger hanging.
His passenger is his lighter hue friend.
Out of the window.
I can admit when I'm wrong. I was speeding a little bit. But either way, I don't think it was justified for them to throw a rock through my car rather than just
like it wasn't justified for you to be speeding through the neighborhood. Shout out to Mario for the $2 super chat. Say, I thought he was the family pet. Hell no. Listen. That dude is not his daddy.
I don't think it was justified for them to throw a rock through my car rather than just call the police.
Jones's mother believes more charges should be filed.
There are kids, I was told, that speed in that neighborhood all the time, but
that still don't make it cute and okay or so what? That other kid speed. Damn it, they caught him slipping. Say he's a rapper. Boy, y'all wrong for that right there. Hold on. Is she trying to justify it? Damn it, I hope she's not trying to justify it.
I was told that speed in that neighborhood all the time, but they are not of his color. So I'm pretty sure that all this happened because my son is black.
Listen, and I'm pretty sure that people is going to make certain comments because you sitting there with your 16-year-old child and not taught him the proper etiquette. The proper etiquette of letting your face be shown when being spoken to. What is we doing? What? I don't... And I'm not even saying that he's a bad teenager. I ain't even saying that. But I'm gonna tell you something, Playboy, and the man in your household or that man that's sitting on the couch should have told him too. Just as a black male, man, put that shit out your face, man. You talking to people. If the mama ain't gonna do it, damn it, the man should have said something. The hell. This is not a good look. No matter how we want to look at it, man, well, for some people, it is a good look. Fine. I get it.
According to the arrest report, there were 2 teens inside of that car, Jones and his friend, who is white. I reached out to the sheriff's office to ask if race is a factor in their investigation. A spokesperson tells me they believe Jones's speeding initiated this.
I do too. I believe, because it's cause and effect. It's all cause and effect. The shit that we do have consequences. And he thought it was cute to burn rubber. He thought it was cute to make the screechy sound through the damn neighborhood. Which is strange, because it seems the neighborhood that he lives in is a nice neighborhood. He lives in a 2-story. There's a Harley in the driveway, so it seemed like if folk got a little paper.
10-year-old Jermaine Jones.
And I'm not saying that you got some paper just because you got a Harley. I'm not saying that. But it seems like you got a little paper. Damn it, there's a Harley in the Benz there. So
says 2 men
middle class
hit his car with a construction cone and threw a stone through a window. The video shows the stone.
What? Listen. You got what's in the Nerf gun? And as they riding around, possibly, they riding around shooting and playing with their friends and shit like that right there. Let me tell to all you dark and you churn. If your parents ain't gonna tell you, I'ma tell you. Put them shits down. We saw what happened some years back with a toy gun. All right, play with it now.
Resting in the back seat. This is where the cone hit and the rock. The damaged Mercedes now sits in Jones's driveway.
I'm thinking the rock hit like right here and then continued into the car. Because you can see right here, like there's scratch marks.
Deputies later arrested these men, Donald Coursey and Howard Hughes. They say Coursey threw the stone and Hughes hit one teen with the construction cone.
Say they thought it was a monster.
Both are facing property damage charges, among others. Jones admits the confrontation happened after he was speeding through the gated neighborhood Tuesday.
Shout out to Esther for the $2 cash out. Say, don't be mad at that good mama. I know. She was just doing her job. She was just doing her job by not telling him how to present himself when being spoken to on TV. My bad. I forgot. Good mama.
On the way to visit a friend's house.
When we got in the neighborhood, we turned onto a street, and I guess...
Shout out to that good furniture in that video. Listen, I know good furniture when I see good furniture. I know furniture that costs a little something when I see furniture that costs a little something.
The people that lived on that street, they didn't like the way I turned the corner.
The sheriff's office says this surveillance video from a neighbor's home is now part of the investigation.
Do y'all understand what peeling out and squilling and all that shit do to the roads that's in your community? Do you know how much it costs to get roads? Do y'all know that doing that stuff is skid? Damn it, it leaves the tire marks in your road in front of your home. See, this be the difference in homeowners and renters a lot of times. Homeowners get upset behind shit like this right here because it brings down the property value of their homes. Renters don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? I get up. Tear it up. Drive fast you want to. You should be able to squeal your cars and tires and shit like that. Homeowners don't want to like goddamn noise in the neighborhood. Now, she did say she heard that other kids is doing that fly shit right there too. Yeah, it's a possibility. She might be right. But now your son understand that all teens ain't the same now. Shout out to Mario for the $2 super chat. Say he looks like it's from the Addams family, or he looked like he from the Addams family. He got that shit down in his face. Now he have learned that him and his lighter hue friend ain't the same then. And he also learned that the parents out here in these streets did not tell him that people look at people different according to their hue. Or maybe people look at people different according to their actions. Yup. It's possibly what it is. Moving right along, y'all are going on to get into the main event. There's a few that I didn't get into, but I ain't really worried about that right there because I got to go on and get you out of here. I done overstayed my welcome. I done talk your head off. A boyfriend allegedly, kills his girlfriend while she was holding a baby while they're at the daycare. I know. The parents is blaming the system, and we're gonna talk it through. We're gonna walk it through. We're gonna see if they really have a legit claim. Here we go.
We are learning new details tonight about the criminal history of a man accused of shooting and killing the mother of his child as she held their little girl. The family claims the court system failed this young mother. LaDasha Gibbons spent the day digging through recent court records and found the suspect had been arrested multiple times in just the last 2 years.
Shout out to Esther for the $1 cash out. Say she doing what she know how to do. Nothing. That's a good mama. Shout out to Mario for the $2 super chat. Say, cousin is from the Addams family. Oh, I appreciate the correction.
Right now, 22-year-old Taco Nash is behind bars.
Slow me down. Can we bag it up?
Right now, 22-year-old Taco Nash is behind.
His name is Taco. That's the name that his parent gave him. I know. You would think parents, right? Just in my mind, I think a parent gave him that name, not the parents. Just in my mind.
Bars after DeKalb County police say he shot and killed Makia Montgomery as she held their baby daughter at daycare.
So that's his baby too, supposedly, allegedly. That's his baby because that's their baby. Go ahead.
He forced the mother and daughter outside at gunpoint.
The justice system completely...
Yeah, say who named them? Patricia, I'm trying to tell you something.
Failed her.
The family tells 11 Alive she lived in fear for years after repeated physical abuse.
She lived in fear for years after repeatedly physical abuse. She picked the dude named Taco.
That abuse well documented when 11 Alive checked online court records. We found 2 other open cases in DeKalb County where he faced misdemeanor charges for theft, family violence, and battery. And in Fulton County, an open case from 2021 for an arrest including felony charges like aggravated assault. Court records show he was released on bond in March in order to wear an ankle monitor.
Stop. Say he's been violent towards that baby, domestic loving for years. His arrest record go back to 2020, and they've been together, I think, in 2020. So how is he still able wait. I'm going to let it play.
Montgomery's family says the system failed her.
The system
and had
failed her.
they locked him up and put him away, she would probably still be here.
We spoke with former
That's a good way to state it. She would probably still be here, but go ahead.
prosecutor and current criminal defense attorney Daryl Cohen to get his perspective on this case.
Everything went wrong. This woman should never have been in the situation she was in.
We asked Cohen.
She's wrong. Yeah. She should have never been in a situation that she put herself in. She should have never been in a situation that she put herself in. She should have never been in the situation that she put herself in.
Specifically about the ankle monitor that was a condition of Nash's bond order in March.
You say, but she opened her legs. That's my point.
It's nothing more and nothing less than a GPS. So they know where he is, and they know where he should be, and they know where he isn't.
He says a protective order can't physically stop someone. It only has consequences if they don't follow it.
He should have been incarcerated up until his trial.
At DeKalb County, Latasha Givens, 11 Alive News.
11 Alive News.
11 Alive, she lived in fear for years.
The justice system completely failed her.
The family tells 11 Alive she lived in fear for years after repeated physical abuse. That abuse well documented when 11 Alive checked online court records. We found 2 other open cases in DeKalb County where he faced misdemeanor charges for theft, family violence, and battery. And in Fulton County, an open case from 2021 for an arrest including felony charges like aggravated assault.
So, let me back it up. Listen. Right there. Look here. That's they baby. They never said how old the child is. I am gonna say maybe 1 year old. The baby's probably 1. The baby's probably 1. Just in my mind. So he's been violent with her since 2020. That baby look like 1. She just got killed in 2022. He jumped on her multiple times. So that means she had to be around him multiple times. She still ended up producing a child. So they had to have sex. If I'm going to say that the child is about 1 now, we can take it back to 21. June of 2021, the child was born. I'm only guessing. So in 2020, she got pregnant and produced a child. So they was in a domestic love relationship. They will always say that these females be trying to get away while still dealing with the dude that they're trying to get away from. I'm so confused. Hold on. we ain't even much done. I got to pull this one right here up too. Wait a minute. Because, listen, one of the worst things that we can continue to do, especially to women, to people with vaginas, the worst thing that we can continue to do is allow you all to escape accountability for the things that actually happens to you because of your decision making. And that's what society has done to females for the longest, in my opinion. Shout out to Esther for the $1 cash app. Say, lock them up, let them out. It's a business deal. I'm trying to tell you something. Law enforcement is not here to actually protect you. Law enforcement does not stop you from getting killed. It's up to you to protect yourself. I know. Things are not supposed to happen to women, right? Listen.
We are uncovering new details about a man's criminal history as 11 Alive looks into a family's claim that the court system failed a young mother who was shot and killed while holding her child. Latasha Givens spent the day digging through records and reports and discovered the suspect has been arrested several times over the last 2 years.
Right now, 22-year-old Taco Nash is behind bars after DeKalb County police say he shot and killed Makia Montgomery as she held their baby daughter at daycare.
Yeah, like, what did she do?
He forced the mother and daughter outside at gunpoint.
He forced them outside at gunpoint, so he came to the daycare. Did she work at the daycare?
The justice system completely failed her.
The family tells 11 Alive.
Yeah, she failed herself.
She lived in fear for years after repeated physical abuse.
That sentence right there. She lived in fear for years, and she still had sex and produced a child.
That abuse well documented when
Watch
11 Alive checked online court records. We found two other open cases in DeKalb County where he faced misdemeanor charges for theft, family violence, and battery. And in Fulton County, an open case from 2021 for an arrest including felony charges like aggravated assault. Court records show he was released on bond in March in order to wear an ankle monitor. Montgomery's family says the system failed her.
Wait a minute. And had they locked him up and put him away, she would probably still be here.
We spoke with former prosecutor and current criminal defense attorney Daryl Cohen to get his perspective on this case.
Everything went wrong. This woman should never have been in the situation she was in.
We asked Cohen specifically about the ankle monitor that was a condition of Nash's bond order in March.
It's nothing more and nothing less than a GPS. So they know where he is, and they know where he should be, and they know where he isn't.
He says a protective order can't physically stop someone. It only has consequences if they don't follow it.
He should have been incarcerated up until his trial.
At DeKalb County, Latasha Givens, 11 Alive News.
Damn it, I think I done played y'all the same shit, which I did not want to play, because I did that one. Hold up. Damn it, because I don't want to tell y'all it's strange. I got that one. I just did that one. Because in one of these...
We are learning new details tonight about the criminal history of a man accused of shooting and killing the mother of his child as she held their little girl. The family claims the court system failed this young mother. Latasha Givens spent the day digging through recent court records and found the suspect had been arrested multiple times in just the last 2 years.
Right now, 22-year-old Taco Nash.
Listen. It was something that was left out. And those is the wrong two videos. But look. Watch it. Y'all do know that he shot her before. He shot her before. This ain't his first time. Y'all... Hold up. Damn it. I know it's somewhere.
5 now to Seminole.
And tonight there is... Not that one.
We are learning new details tonight about the...
Not that one.
This morning, a child...
Not that one.
11 o'clock, a horrifying backstory to a shooting death of a young mom.
I think this one may be it. Because they're showing more. All right. Hold on. Damn it, I got it. Damn it, I can't let it go. Don't tell me nothing. I appreciate y'all being around here. Listen. Ooh, give y'all some pat on the back around here, boy. Y'all done got over 500. I appreciate what y'all doing with a play. I appreciate all the support. I need sponsors around here in the street. Look. Let me push this on over here. And let's see what we got.
New at 11 o'clock, a horrifying backstory to a shooting death of a young mom outside of a daycare center in DeKalb County while the baby was still in her arms.
Her family telling our John Shearing that her estranged boyfriend, now charged with murder, had been abusing her, but the courts kept releasing him.
Had been abusing her. Shout out to Mario for the $2 super chat. Say no, the mother failed her child. There you go.
For 21-year-old Makia Montgomery, her baby Chloe, her greatest joy. Her baby's father, her greatest fear.
And had they locked him up and put him away, she would probably still be here.
Shansiera Coleman, describing what she's learned about her sister Makia's last moments of life Wednesday afternoon. How Makia's estranged boyfriend, Chloe's father, 22-year-old Taco Nash, violated a protective order and confronted Makia at Chloe's daycare center. And
violated protective order. The orders don't work. When I told y'all last week, these orders only work with people who care about losing everything and going to jail. That's it. All these other ones, no.
And confronted Micaiah at Chloe's daycare center and drew a gun and forced Micaiah and Chloe out and pulled them into some woods in back and shot and killed Micaiah.
He called my other sister and he said, "I'm sorry, I killed her."
With Chloe in her arms. Police arresting him soon after. Coleman says Nash had even shot Micaiah once before in August 2020 when she was pregnant.
Stop. So if she was shot in 2020 when she was pregnant, then that means the baby is almost 2020, because we in 2021 and a year would have meant. Hell, I said it right. The baby is possibly 1. Depends on which month he shot her in. But he shot the baby before. Yeah. Notice those other 2 videos that I showed, they didn't say that she was shot. Why is that? Why didn't they point out she had been shot before? I'll tell you, don't worry.
Nash had even shot Micaiah once before in August 2020 when she was pregnant.
Yeah, he stood over her and shot her.
But he got out of jail after that.
He stood over her and shot her. Do y'all think that he just got out of jail just because he just got out of jail? In my mind, I'm almost led to believe that she didn't want him to go to jail. Cause that's how y'all be about y'all fur baby daddies. Just in my mind.
Says the courts in Fulton and also DeKalb counties kept releasing Nash from jail after every assault against Micaiah. Micaiah and Chloe had moved in with her aunt, Jasmine Walters, hoping to hide from Nash, but he still found her.
Flabbergasted to the entire family that
he still found her, right? In the past 2 years, I put up 3 fingers. Yeah. From 2020 to 21, 22, she was trying to hide from him, so he found her. So let's just say that he knew where she lived, or where Auntie lived. I can tell y'all kind of how he found her, because y'all young folk have to be on the internet. Y'all young folk have to be on the internet. And I'm going to tell you another reason I think he found her. Because she was talking to him and told him where she was. Just in my mind. When she was pregnant was in 2020. That's when he shot her.
they kept allowing him to keep getting out.
They kept allowing him to get out. She had to keep dealing with him for 2 years after being shot. Shout out to Sigma for the $2 super chat. Say they love Demon Time. Yeah, they do.
The system completely failed her.
Nash is now in jail, charged with murder this time. Micaiah's worst premonition and fears.
So you mean to tell me that the courts let him out after he stood over her and shot her and let him out? I don't believe that. As much as they be trying to lock up you players, and then you did domestic to a female, and then you did domestic to a female that was pregnant. Shout out to Lundy for the $1 cash out. Say she and her mom is a fault for this, but mostly her. Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Come on, listen. I know, Willie, you're blaming the victim. Yeah.
And theirs, they say, came true.
I just hope that they are held accountable. They didn't do their job, which is to protect and to serve.
All I'm trying to do is show people we have to do our own job to protect ourselves. We got to watch 2369 at all time and really do think about the decisions that we make. The decisions that we make, it ends up in death a lot of times. A lot of times it ends up in our demise. I'ma say, I want people to take accountability. I know, because typically, in the past, people did not hold the victims accountable. Did not blame the victims. Willie, it's not their fault that they got killed and shit. Yeah. It's partially their fault. Because of the decisions that was made. That led up to you being shot, stabbed, hung, killed in the car wreck, something like that.
Greatest joy, her baby's father, her greatest fear.
And had they locked him up.
Her greatest fear, but she was still hunching him. Unless you could tell me that after he shot her, she had nothing else to do with him. I mean that she ain't hunch him or nothing after he shot her. Then I changed my thought process. But because typically how I know domestic love relationships go, especially when y'all young and dealing with your first baby daddy, a lot of us dealing with our first baby mamas, we take those relationships really, really serious, and we be wanting to stay with each other. Somebody want to separate and divide.
And put him away, she would probably still be here.
Shansiera Coleman, describing what she's learned about her sister Micaiah's last moments of life Wednesday afternoon. How Micaiah's estranged boyfriend, Chloe's father, 22-year-old Taco Nash, violated a protective order and confronted Micaiah at Chloe's daycare center and drew a gun and forced Micaiah and...
How did he know what daycare center that the child went to? Wrong woman is what that shirt should say. Listen, how did he know that that's the daycare that she took the baby to, though? A lot of people would say, well, Willie, just because she was shot, she shouldn't keep the baby from him. I think if somebody stand over you and shoot you, I think that's a pretty good reason to keep the child from that person, because now that person have access to you. I think that's a real good reason to keep the child away from the daddy then. Because you have to be involved with the daddy, the one who stood over you and shot you. So that means she was in communication. This is my point. And I'm not even saying that he would have done anything to the baby, because he shot her before she had the baby and shot her after she had the baby while holding the baby. He didn't hurt the baby.
Chloe out and pulled them into some woods in back and shot and killed Micaiah.
Let me talk to all y'all. Say strong. Strong women or strong women rise up, or strong women rise strong. I don't know what that damn shirt say. It's something like that right there. But listen, let me talk to all you. When your significant other comes down to the daycare center or the schoolhouse and tell you to come outside and they got a gun on you, if they willing to do that there in public, you typically finna lose your life. Because this person know I'm going to jail no matter what now, because I pull a firearm in an open place and I'm threatening somebody, and as soon as I have her to come outside, that's kidnapped. And you put other people's lives in danger. So you know that you're going to jail. Shout out to Mario for the $2 super chat. Say black women are queens of the graveyard. Oh, Jesus. That's deep. That's deep right there. But if a person is willing to draw down on you in public, they is willing to knock you off. Because they know that they are going to jail no matter what. They going in. Shout out to Sigma for the $2 super chat. Say that shirt mean that they don't need a real man. Oh, Jesus. Hold on. I'm about to play this shit now.
My other sister, and he said, I'm sorry I killed her.
With Chloe in her arms. Police arresting him soon after. Coleman says Nash had even shot Micaiah once before in August 2020 when she was pregnant.
So since he's 22, he was 20 back then. They have not given the age of her, or I have not heard the age, or they said the age and I just didn't catch it?
Yeah, he stood over her and shot her.
But wait. Strong women strong women raise strong children. What does that mean?
He got out of jail after that. Coleman says the courts in Fulton and also DeKalb counties kept releasing Nash from jail after every assault against Micaiah.
Let me explain something to y'all. I don't think that she participated in the investigation. I don't think that she wanted him to stay locked up. She stood over her and shot her while pregnant. That is attempted murder of 2. Y'all really need to... I don't think people really understand what the hell I'm talking about. He stood over her and popped her. That's attempted murder of 2, and y'all saying that he got out. Obviously, he did get out, but this just says to me that they didn't have enough evidence. Well, if that means somebody can look after your damn child for the rest of his life, how ironic.
Micaiah and Chloe had moved in with her aunt, Jasmine Walters, hoping to hide from Nash, but he still found her.
Flabbergasted to the entire family that they kept allowing him to keep getting out.
And y'all family should be flabbergasted that she still dealt with him. But it's understood why. This is why I point out. I understand domestic love relationships. I get it. But because I get it, we also need to say she was the cause of her own death. By continuously... I told y'all, when people don't want to deal with you, when they really, really done, they done with your ass. It's kind of like a job. When a job has made the decision to fire your ass, you're fired. There's no, well, let's talk it through. Let's work it out. You're done. We don't want to be held accountable for when we even die.
The justice system completely failed her.
Nash is now in jail, charged with murder this time. Micaiah's worst.
So now he's in jail, charged with murder. So he was not charged with attempted murder last time. Remember when they showed us? It almost got away from y'all. Hold up. We can't let this here go.
We are learning.
Wait. I knew I was telling the truth. I knew I was telling the truth. Y'all, I just had to go back to this other video, and I don't even know what took me so long. Oh, but shout out to Josiah for the $2 super chat. Say he really loved her. Why not find a new La? He been peeing in that baby. That's the new baby mama. When that's... This the first baby mama too? She young and tender? Shit. Alright. Let me show y'all what I'm talking about. Y'all see what's on the screen? It say open cases in DeKalb. November 2020. He got theft, simple battery, family violence. Let me bag up just in case I missed it.
Living Alive checked online court records. We found 2 other open cases in DeKalb County where he faced misdemeanor charges for theft, family violence, and battery.
Oh, those are open cases. Open cases. Watch it.
And in Fulton County, an open case from 2021 for an arrest including felony charges like aggravated assault. Court records show he was released on bond in March in order to wear an ankle monitor.
Stop. He shot her when she was pregnant, right? 2020, right?
Physical abuse. That abuse well documented when 11 Alive checked online court records.
We say that abuse is well documented. Okay. Open cases, DeKalb County, November 2020. She was pregnant in 2020. That's when they say he stood over her and shot her, right? Theft, simple battery, family violence. Why is there no attempted murder? I'm just pointing it out, y'all. Why is there no attempted murder on his file? Why is there no gun charge? Why? So that also means to tell me that, yeah, he probably shot her, but she did not say that he shot her. He did not go to jail for shooting her. I'm trying to explain something, y'all. Is there a charge in Georgia for attempted fetal murder? There should be. It probably is. Because typically, you shoot or do damage to a pregnant woman, they will charge your ass with something for her and something for the fetus.
Found 2 other open cases in DeKalb County where he faced misdemeanor charges for theft, family violence, and battery. And in Fulton County, an open case from 2021 for an arrest including felony charges like aggravated assault. Court records show he was released on bond in March in order to wear an ankle monitor.
You have to kind of understand this too. They only showing his open cases. Why they is not showing about attempted murder? Shout out to Mario for the $5 super chat. Hold up, swole up, I let it slide. $5 super chat. You say, hey, baby, say I hear the blues are calling, toss salad and scrambled eggs, because they ain't finna go sit down somewhere and talk to them people. They damn sure
DeKalb County, where he faced misdemeanor charges for theft, family violence, and battery. And in Fulton County, an open case from 2021 for an arrest including felony charges like aggravated assault. Court records show he was released on bond in March in order to wear an ankle monitor. Montgomery's family says the system failed her.
And had they locked him up and put him away, she would probably still be here.
I was just saying. I understand. But we got to hold ourselves accountable though, man. I don't know where else to go with it. We got to hold ourselves accountable. She wouldn't have not been in this situation if she did not put herself in this situation. She would still be living if after the, cause now we have to go with he allegedly shot her. I know. The family saying, well, he stood on top of her, over top of her.
Lady's father.
We don't know if that's true. If it's not on his file, right?
Her greatest fear.
And had they locked him up and put him away.
Sharing that her estranged boyfriend, now charged with murder, had been abusing her, but the courts kept releasing him.
Had been abusing her. Do y'all know that those charges has nothing to do with domestic charges? The only one that was up there was family assault or some shit like that right now.
For 21-year-old Micaiah Montgomery.
Oh, so she's 21. So they a year apart. All right, cool.
Her baby, Chloe, her greatest joy. Her baby's father, her greatest fear.
And had they locked him up and put him away, she would probably still be here.
Shansiera Coleman, describing what she's learned about her sister Micaiah's last moments of life Wednesday afternoon. How Micaiah's estranged boyfriend, Chloe's father, 22-year-old Taco Nash, violated a protective order and confronted Micaiah at Chloe's daycare center and drew a gun and forced Micaiah and Chloe out and pulled them into some woods in back and shot and killed Micaiah.
He called my other sister and he said, I'm sorry I killed her.
With Chloe in her arms. Police arresting him soon after. Coleman says Nash had even shot Micaiah once before in August 2020 when she was pregnant.
Oh, that was in August 2020. That open case thing was November 2020. Still, they did not put up on the screen of him being charged with using a firearm, domestic violence. They didn't. No, none of that. Shooting a pregnant woman. No.
Yeah, he stood over her and shot her.
But
that's what y'all say. Now, listen. unless it is in his jacket, but they did not put it up on the screen. That's the only reason.
Yeah, he stood over her and shot.
But I do believe I kind of do believe that they put up, because they put up what they put up, that they would have put up his whole criminal history. Something that they like to do with men anyway. They love to put up your criminal history when some shit pop off. So why wouldn't they pull up that he has a attempted murder charge and all that fly shit right there? I'm not understanding.
But he got out of jail after that. Coleman says the courts in Fulton and also DeKalb counties kept releasing Nash from jail after every assault against Micaiah. Micaiah and Chloe had moved in with her aunt, Jasmine Walters. I'm
going to leave it right here. Shout out to Sigma for the $5 super chat. Say, bet the mom used to knee in his face. Oh, Kiki. Used to kiki in his face like Boosie say, that's what they like. And listen. Why you think I say domestic love relationships is damn near the best? We like a kind of drama relationship. We like this shit. That's why even after allegedly he stood over her and shot her back in 2020, she still dealt with him. She still dealt with him. It was fascinating to her. And I don't know. I don't know the family. I don't know her. But damn it, we kind of know life right now. Again, how did he know the daycare? How did he know daycare? They had to be in communication at some point. They had to be in communication. Ladies, if you get shot by somebody standing over you, it's your significant other. Either stay with them or leave them. There's no two ways around that. Either stay with the person or leave the person. It's simple. It's really, really simple. But we make things difficult. Again, we have lied to ourselves. Society is lying to us. And if you just want to stay on earth, then you go ahead on and you do your best bet. You do your best to stay on earth out here in the goddamn street. Don't let nobody take your ass off earth before you ready to go off earth. At least try not to let nobody take you off earth. Listen, appreciate all y'all. We done made it around here to the end of the midday news. Appreciate everything. Y'all subscribe. Tell somebody about the play. I hope that y'all have been fed with some information out here. And maybe not. I hope that you had a good time, y'all. We coming up on 2 o'clock. Damn it, we've been out here too long. You know what I'm saying? I really do appreciate everything. But listen, a lot of y'all be in situations and I just had a thought. He pulled up at the daycare while she was there. How did he know the time the baby get out of daycare? Let alone even knowing what daycare that the baby go to. Y'all can continue to play life or treat life how you've been treating it and looking at life one way. You can continue to do that. Do you. It's your life. Sometimes, a lot of times, it's best for us to think outside, think different, look at things different than we have been looking at things. It may keep you living. It may not. I don't know. But I think that it really does help for you to have like an overall, like a really good thought process of life. Like not just what you've been told and taught and seen just a little bit, but you got to look outside the shit that you know to get like a better aspect. We can't follow behind what people have said and all that flashy right there. You can listen, but go out there and try to see shit from another point of view. at least listen to another point of view sometime. It may change your life. It may help your life. I want to appreciate y'all for being around here, man. I'm finna go on and get on up out of here. Y'all subscribe to everything. Appreciate getting over 500. Appreciate the PayPal, the Cash App, the Super Chat, y'all. I appreciate y'all because it is Monday and I feel some kind of way. I'm tired of the mother. But listen, y'all have a good one. We will be around at 8 o'clock for the nightly news, and hopefully I can spunk up just a little bit more. I appreciate y'all being around here. I done pushed that damn button. Boy, y'all have a good one. I'm going to see y'all at 8 o'clock.